Hello everybody and welcome to yet another Jump 50 Heroes video. Another day, another video. We're just going to keep making them until we run out of news to talk about. Today, as expected, we got an announcement, and as expected, it wasn't the full event info. However, I had kind of anticipated we'd have a week off of content. That is not the case. This event, the Bleach Festival Feature Fest, is going to be starting on the 30th. So straight after the One Piece event. Lots of things to kind of break down here. The first thing I want to talk about, this event ends on the 12th, which would specifically line up with the date that was in the live stream little screenshot that we got that said the Saint Seiya Feature Festival starting on the 12th. So we are going to have back to back Gintama. Was One Piece and Gintama? Was there something in between? I don't think there was. It was Gintama, One Piece, Bleach, and then Saint Seiya. Four in a row. Is it four? I swear there's another one in there somewhere that I've just forgotten about. It doesn't matter. Regardless, lots of feature festivals. Some people not a big fan. Not a big fan. Not a big fan really. Bleach needed an event. So it's okay, you know, because Bleach has had little bits here and there throughout the year, but it needed a feature festival. We've got one. As expected, it is 1,000 Year Blood War, but they are also going to be touching on other arcs. So it's, I don't know. My predictions were way off. The only thing I appear to have gotten right is the one thing that they telegraphed in the announcement. So there's the image on the screen. It should have been on while I was still talking. You have the silhouettes of the characters. We assume the full information is going to drop tomorrow because it typically drops 2 days before the event starts. And you can see a lot of characters there. The first thing we're going to talk about, right at the front, new Ichigo. We have the Fullbring arc Ichigo from his fight against Ginjo. Now, it's a bit strange that he has taken up so much of the image. It makes you believe that he is probably going to be a limited. So we're probably getting another Ichigo limited. So that's going to be the Vizard Ichigo, the Vasto Lord Ichigo, the Mugetsu Ichigo, and the Fullbring Ichigo. And then we also have the Bankai Ichigo as a gacha unit, and the early Soul Society, I guess, Ichigo. The early days Ichigo. My god, we got so many. Am I a bit surprised? Yes, because I thought, I guess Fullbring's enough of a form change to warrant a new character. I wouldn't doubt that, but I really thought we were gonna get, if we were gonna get an Ichigo, it would be 1,000 Year Blood War, and it's not. So a bit strange. Moving slightly to his left, we appear to have an image of 1,000 Year Blood War Renji. Now, I am just assuming that is the same sprite we already have in the game. So I think that's okay. I don't think that's a new Renji. Next to him, that appears to be a new Byakuya. Byakuya, I assume, either from 1,000 Year Blood War or from Fullbring. I guess Fullbring? I don't know. I can't really tell. But cool, I get it. People are going to pull for him, so that's cool. Now, to their left, we appear to have Tsukishima and Ginjo. Now, the first thing that came to my head is that we've talked about this new game mode, the challenge mode or whatever it is, score challenge. I think, I would say anyway that Tsukishima would make sense for that role, considering his power set, considering his role in the series. Whether or not that's how this game mode is implemented, I don't know. Bear in mind, the One Piece event had 2 catastrophes and an ultimate. This event might be the same, 2 catastrophes and an ultimate, and Tsukishima might just be an ultimate with no aura, and then Ginjo might be a catastrophe with an aura. And then above him we have a Yuha Baha, who would also be a catastrophe with an aura. That's kind of weird though, Because okay, well, I'll talk about the events in a second. At the top of the image, we have Rukia. I believe that is just version 1 Rukia, so that's not a new unit. I could be wrong, but I think like the Renji, that's not a new unit. Then moving down to the left, that appears to be Yachiru, which is a new unit. I don't know what she's going to be, but I assume she's not Gacha. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing. So maybe similar to Usopp's event, something like a Soga King's event, could be. Next to her, we appear to have Soifon using Suzume Bachi, so that's cool. I mean, she's a pretty decent addition. We now have her and Yoruichi, which is cool. I don't know what form they're going to use. It's probably going to be like 1,000 Year Blood War, Bankai. What's it called? Something Rakoben? I don't know, but probably the giant missile thing that she uses, her Bankai. And then next to her we have Mayori Kurotsuchi. I'm not really sure which version of him that is, but I don't think it's... Is it 1,000 Year Blood War? I think it is. When he has the hair kind of like Princess... What's her name? Princess Amidala from Star Trek? I think that's it. And then in the middle, we appear to have Toshiro Hitsugaya, which is, I think, the version 1, should be the same unit, should be the same character, so nothing new there. And Kenpachi, new character, but it's like version, like Soul Society version. So room for the 1,000 Year Blood War one to come later. Maybe they've saved him to be a catastrophe, not a catastrophe, limited later. I don't know. But okay, there's a few things I have to hit on here. Number one, who are the event characters? Obviously Yuhabaha, obviously Ginjo, obviously Tsukishima. But then like Yachiru, maybe. I mean, these can't all be gacha. Like at most you would say there'd be 4 in the gacha, right? I mean, I guess if Soifon's gacha, Kurotsuchi's gacha, Kenpachi's gacha, Byakuya's gacha, and then maybe they do Rukia's Evolver quest, and then I don't know, Yachiru as an event unit like Soga King, Ichigo Limited, and that's something I forgot to say. With Yuhabaha, obviously, there's got to be a limited to counter him. I imagine that is going to be Genryusai Yamamoto, which makes things interesting because in my head, like, I mean, I did my video yesterday, if you watched it, I said I thought it would be Unohana and Yamamoto. Instead, it appears to be Ichigo and Yamamoto. I think if I was summoning, I was kind of torn between Unohana and Yamamoto, but if she's not there and he is, then I'm just going to summon for him because, look, I'm not being funny here. As somebody who has played Bleach Brave Souls, sometimes you've just had a little bit too much Ichigo. I don't mind him as a character, and I don't mind getting new versions of him, but it's like, did we need another Ichigo Limited for this event? They could have waited a little while. We already had one this year. We already had an Ichigo Limited this year. We got another one. But okay, that's fine. I mean, even Luffy didn't get one. Even Luffy didn't get one in his event. And Ichigo gets... Maybe he's not limited. Maybe. It's a possibility. I don't know. But another thing to mention is, where the hell is Chad? Where is Chad? You're doing Fullbring arc? Even in Fullbring arc, his like one arc where he actually means something to the story. Don't get me wrong, he had lots of fights beforehand, but he always got overshadowed. In Fullbring arc, even if he did get overshadowed by Ichigo or whatever, he was still integral to the story. There was still that bit where it's like, whoa, who's this guy? These guys Chad's hanging out with. What's going on? There was a whole story, and you're not gonna put him in this arc. Blasphemy. I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you, this is not everything to this event. We still don't know what's happening with Score Challenge. We haven't had a Unity battle in a while. We don't know what's going on with Yamamoto because he's not in the image. Is he even going to be in the event? I don't know. I think he will be. But let me tell you this. I think we've been promised new characters in the store. The store resets at the end of the month. So we're going to get a new store character. Could that be Chad? I don't know. But we're also getting a new tower unit at the end of the week. Chad should be that unit. Chad should be that unit. If not, put him in the friend point gacha. Put him somewhere. Put him in this event. Enough of that, really. Because I mean, we're gonna know what's happening with this event tomorrow morning. But there is something to touch on the Taiwanese version of the game. If you look on your screen right now, you will see a little bit more information on what is going on over there. They have the Hunter x Hunter feature festival, one which we have not had, but one which is also not really a feature festival. And what I mean by that is they've only introduced like how many new characters? Well, okay, so bear in mind for the Taiwan version, they didn't get Gon, Razor, and Genfuru for their anniversary celebration. They were specifically omitted. So that's 3 characters. Okay. Then we have Kurapika and Crollow, who we've mentioned before on the channel. We have now confirmed that Kurapika is a limited as expected. But Crollow, incidentally, is not a catastrophe. Instead, Kurapika fights a catastrophe Uvogin, who changes type to blue. I think that's what I'm being told here. Uvogin is going to be blue. It's not a new version of him. It's just he's a different color, so that Kurapika can counter him. I think, and then by farming him, you get items which you can trade in for Crollow. It's all a bit bizarre. There is also a Leorio Evolver stage. Leorio can evolve to 6-star, something he cannot do on the Japanese version. So that's pretty cool. But one of the other things I wanted to touch on is the Hunter x Hunter Returning Heroes banners. Because these banners have the same sort of step structure as ours has, where you get a guaranteed 5-star on the 3rd, 4th and 5th multi. But the multis on that banner only cost 500, not 1,000. Every multi costs 500. So in order to get a guaranteed 5-star unit from one of these 2 banners, you know, bear in mind, let's say for example you don't have anyone on the banner, that's a guaranteed new unit, would only cost you 1,500 rubies. And that's really good. Because look, if you're new to the game, this is what I always say. Like, this is how you should be, like, kind and generous towards players that are new to the game. Because someone like me sees these 200 x Hunter banners and I go, oh, I have all of them. Or somebody who, you know, has, like, 1 or 2 of them or 3 or 4 of them. There's no incentive to pull. They're not going to pull for 1 out of the 4 featured units. They're not going to do it. But you make it 500 each. Maybe I'm tempted, but more importantly, these new players who are coming into the game, the people that are actually going to be pulling on this, they are not actively damaging their accounts too much by using up all their free-to-play rubies, because it's only costing 500 per multi. I think it's pretty solid. Gon's banner is basically the same from what I can tell, but to be fair, he is a new unit. Kurapika is 9 multis. I do believe, actually, and let me just double check this. Yeah, so Isaac Netero is actually, I think, returning at 7 multis. So you only have to do 7 multis to get him guaranteed, which is pretty damn good. I'm assuming the fact that he's returning means that Meruem is also returning. I mean, all in all, it's a nice little event, but it's not a lot of content. It's not a lot of content. I don't really know what to say, but I think they've got some banging sales on as well. They've got some new limited sales. They got this thing called Startup Dash. I don't really know how it works. As far as I can tell, it's just a normal sale pack. You just only have it available for a short period of time or something. But yeah, they've got like one of the sales gives like a guaranteed limited multi-ticket. One of the sales gives, and it also gives 2,000 rubies and some jewels. There's another one that gives a guaranteed 5-star, another guaranteed 5-star limited, I think. Plus some like 1,000 rubies and some other stuff. But there's just loads of sales and stuff. But yeah, it's a bit strange. It's kind of a weird event. I mean, it's entirely possible that there's more to this event and it would have been in the next data download. But based on the fact that we have the title image and there doesn't appear to be much new there, I think that's basically going to be it. So a bit strange. I don't know how long this event's going to be, considering you know how short it is. But either way, it's cool they're getting Crollow. It's cool they're getting Kurapika. And we'll see what happens when it comes to Japan, and we'll see what happens next on Taiwan. And that's it for this video. You're probably going to get another one tomorrow when we find out more about Bleach. But until then, I'll see you later.